Yo, 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 it's your boy Hakeem.
Don't start like that.
Man, I gotta start the intro.
You said yo, yo, yo.
You hating on my intro already?
That's weak as hell.
Oh, man. You the first person to tell me my intro is weak.
We gotta start that new.
All right, what should my intro be then?
Go, go, go. Big Ball CEO and our generation. Slat.
Look, he just took it over as soon as we started.
Right.
All right, well, today I'm with my favorite artist right now.
Damn favorite?
Yeah,
That's
man.
turn.
Come on, man.
I fuck with you.
Come on.
Fuck
Going
with
crazy
you, man.
right now. You're like
Yeah.
top of like all the cool people and just everyone's playlist right now. It's fucking crazy. Like whenever I post your music or some shit, it's like when I see the certain people like, oh, you fucking with it? I'm like, yeah. That's how I know you're going crazy. Like the right ears.
The right motherfuckers.
The right motherfuckers. It's crazy.
It don't matter about them. It's them that
Yeah.
matter. Right.
I'm like, oh yeah, you hear it? It's fire. I'm from the East Coast, like you. You're from New York and everything. What was it like growing up in New York?
Fast as hell. And I ain't really have that much supervision in New York. Like, you know? Like, New York really feel free. Like,
It's such a big place.
It's kids that take the bus and the train and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was 4th, 5th grade taking a bus to school and shit. So
That's fucking crazy. Were you there for like 9/11 or anything like that?
yep.
Wow.
Crazy story. 9/11. I just got suspended from school that same morning. It was crazy. That shit was crazy. I just got suspended from school. I was young as hell, and I was being bad for some reason. I don't know why I was being bad, but it's like I was going through you know how you used to do the work in the classroom, and the teacher hang it up on the outside of the classroom.
See
like
your grades and everything? Yeah.
Right. So I don't know what was wrong with me, but I had snatched that shit down. Something was wrong with me. Or
Maybe you
something.
got an F or something. And you was like,
Nah, I don't know what happened. And something happened inside the classroom, and I just started tripping like, I'm finna start fucking shit up. And then I had walked out the classroom. I had started fucking shit up. Then they had called my daddy. It was the only time my daddy ever came pick me up from school. And they called my daddy. On God, they called my daddy. I didn't even call my mama. Called my daddy. My mama had a job interview at 9/11 on 9/11.
at the place?
Yeah, but at the World Trade Center, but she couldn't get up there. Like, it was too much going on for her to make it there at the right time, so she ended up not going. That shit blew up the same day. But I had done got suspended from school. Nigga, my daddy came and got me from the school right before that shit. It dropped me off at my auntie house. And I had started watching SpongeBob. I'll never forget this shit. Like, I had started watching SpongeBob. I used to always watch that shit at my auntie house, and like shit, it's like probably like 2nd, 3rd grade. And then like I'm watching SpongeBob, and then she just came out the back. Like the TV kept changing. Like it just
Like
kept
static, like
Nah,
jumping?
it just like you know, like breaking news. Like that shit was on. Like that's the World Trade Center, so that shit was on like all the channels at one
Yeah.
time. Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. That shit was on everything. Like World Trade Center. So I'm trying to figure out like why the fuck I can't watch TV
damn
no more.
SpongeBob.
And then like you feel me? Like
Yeah.
she came out and told me what was going on. But I watched that shit on TV with her. I watched that shit falling down and everything. Like,
Fuck, that's fucking crazy. Yeah,
That
I was
shit was
in
crazy.
Jamaica at the time for that.
right. I was right there in New York. I was probably my auntie lived in Twin Parks. I was in the Bronx. Yeah.
Thank God your mom couldn't, make it to work.
Right.
That's a blessing. And you getting in trouble too. So like, if she was on her way to work or some
Right,
shit,
she would've came and got
she
me
had to
off
come
the-
and turn
yeah, that
around.
shit
That's
was-
that's
yeah, that
fucking
shit, yeah.
crazy.
But
That
yeah,
is crazy. That's a crazy story.
That's 9/11. Yeah.
Damn.
That's how I remember watching that shit fall with my auntie, and my auntie sad as hell.
Yeah.
Talking about some other shit. I ain't know this. Of course, I didn't know what was going on. I was just
Kid. Well, speaking of you being a kid and everything, you said you were being a bad kid growing up. Like, what kind of trouble and shit were you given? Like, what were you like growing up?
I mean, shit. Like I was an outside kid. I was
You
never
play sports? Did you play sports or
No.
anything? Nigga,
football. I played football
Oh,
for
like, bro,
about.
you tall,
I
right?
played football for like a season.
That's literally what happens with everyone that don't play football. It's like,
Right.
bro, I did it for one season.
Yeah, I
and
played
that's
football
it.
like on some little league type shit. Like, but they wasn't little league. I was probably like 14, 15 by then. So
Yeah.
it was like that's like on some school type shit. But
Yeah.
it was like the neighborhoods had the team. So like every neighborhood had their city center, community center, and that's who would have the football team.
What was the name of your guys'
I don't
team?
even remember. That's how
Damn,
much I
that
blocked
was a
that
quick
shit out.
season.
Right. Quick as hell.
Oh man. So when did you like start like listening to your own music? Like what were you listening to? Like what was on your iPod or your Walkman or your CD player, whatever you had?
The very first person that I can remember going to get music to listen to was 50.
What, Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
That was the first rap album I heard.
But now, you not in New York at the time, so it's like
I didn't really fully
Get Rich or Die Trying was the introduction to the main world. But the nigga used to have mixtapes everywhere, like African said shit. It'd be 100 G-Unit mixtapes on the floor, like, and walking through that shit like every day, going to school, come back from school, like gambling, selling shit at school just so you can buy these CDs. Cause my older sister had an iPod. I didn't have the little small iPod Nanos or whatever.
Yeah,
like, I ain't had one of them. My grandma gave her that. I had a CD player, so I had to do CDs and shit like that. So I was picking up little mixtapes and shit. So yeah, the first person I ever anything was 50 Cent. Like really just on some shit like damn, like me being able to understand it like damn, like I love this nigga's music, like straight up.
Nah, man, that was the first album I heard in Jamaica and shit, and even coming here, like my dad is obsessed with that to this day. Like he still
I still listen to that shit to this day.
It's such a fucking good album,
classic,
bro. It's like top to bottom, just
classic.
Everything about that album is amazing.
Well, definitely.
Who else were you inspired? Like growing up, like who else did you listen to besides 50 Cent?
I ain't gonna lie, I can't like. Growing up, I was a East Coast rap kid, like you know, like
so like traditional.
I really can't So I really couldn't get into Southern music until I moved to the South, and then once I moved to the South, like I realized that I wanted to make music. You feel me? Because I always liked the way like people from the South different from people up north. Like people up north, like I feel like it's a different type of swagger that is from the South. Like you feel me? Like people from up north got their swag and they, you feel me? But down south is just like a little bit more. It's a friendlier. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, and then like shit, just like the South getting their music, they had to prove their point. Like niggas wasn't fucking with them
even
at first.
Outkast.
Right.
Remember Outkast
So,
on
right,
the fucking
facts. So even niggas like them, they had to prove their point. So shit, I always like the fact that they didn't give a fuck. Like they like how he stood on stage, like the South got something to say. Like you feel me? Like that's gangster. You standing in front of all these niggas
and East Coast is running it right now. Like,
and they was taking over. East Coast had the wave. So shit.
That's
for you
crazy.
to get on stage, so that it just made me
really fuck with you.
Want to know what you was talking about in your music since you feel like you got something to say and then becoming a fan like that. But when I it was 50 Cent, then it was like impactful artists. It was 50, then it was Gucci Mane, then it was like Rocco. Right. And then like it's not like it's like Atlanta in general, period. Like you feel me? Like just the whole music sound from Atlanta, period. That shit played a pivotal part in me sounding the way I sound right now. Like,
so when did you like start recording music and everything? Like
13.
13? Okay. What was like? You remember like the first songs or anything? Like,
I remember I had rapped off of Twister. He had this song called Adrenaline Rush.
Okay.
And then he had this other song called I think it was like Kamikaze or some shit like that. Like, but it was like one of them hard ass Southern ass beats. Like, I rapped out that when I was like 13. And then like I was in the room with my little cousin and we was listening to it, and then his mama hadn't came in, and then it was just like it was too late for me to cut the shit off because I was cussing and shit. That, so
you got caught with that.
Right, but she ain't say nothing. She was just on shit like, "Oh, you sound like you got something." Like you feel type shit. Like, "Oh, you sound like you could do something." if you keep, you know, like that was
put
she
that
said,
battery
like,
on your back.
right?
I
Like,
like
oh,
that.
you sound like you could. So from that point on, it's like you always gonna be nervous when you presenting your work and somebody else critiquing that shit. But it's like now I know it's like now I really am giving a fuck what a nigga say. Like you
Yeah.
could tell me you hate me right now and I still won't give a fuck. Like I don't care. Oh, you don't like my music? Great. They love that shit over here.
Yeah. No, it's always important to focus on the people that like your shit, not niggas that don't like your shit. Cause that's how I think you build you build a cult following and you'll build your fan base. Like nigga, if you don't get it, I don't give a fuck. Later on, when you have that big ass following, they all gonna dick ride. You know, they all gonna dick ride. At what point did you realize like, yo, this is it? Like music is it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
13.
About 13.
It's like I always knew what I was gonna do. Like it's just like I felt that shit on me too strong, like to like just like bro, like from the makeshift studios in your room and shit to just like going over anybody's house who said they got a studio type shit, and to the point where you make that shit in your own room to where everybody coming to your house. Like that's how my house was. Everybody was at my house just because I had the studio. My mom used to let us smoke in there. Like everybody was at my house, so it's like. Then they go your audience and shit. So since I was young. Yeah.
How long you been making music now then?
Like since I was 13, I'm 27. So I've been making music for probably 14 years.
Jeez. Now do you feel like now like you're finally like mastering your craft at this point right now, right?
Yeah. Everybody got to go through that though. Like I feel like everybody got that 10-year period to where they gotta put in that work, or you just gonna be like, or you like, it's either like 2 to 3 type of people in the music. Like it's the motherfuckers that always been waiting on their shot. Like the motherfuckers that you know that's gonna go crazy once you give them their shot. They got all this history right here to prove. Like yeah, they gonna go crazy.
They've been putting my work in. Yeah,
they been putting their work in. You put some money behind them, they gonna go crazy. And then you got the motherfuckers who make songs and the songs end up catching a following, and then they go up from that one song, and they be the one-hit wonders. Or you got the niggas that like just started rapping, and they make a song because they feel like fuck it, let me try this shit.
Let me try it out.
Doing it
like the football shit,
right? And then they make it right, and then they because I was only doing football because the whole hood was going to play football, so. That's when I'm like, all right, fuck it. Then it's the reason to get out the crib. My mom be saying, talking to me, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna go play football. Niggas in the hood playing football. I want to be in the hood by myself. So shit.
Okay,
that was it.
Well, you moved around. You know, you moved around everything. You went to Chicago. Spent some time there.
Crazy part, I just started spending time in Chicago. Like, probably like a year ago, 2 years ago.
So how did your music get like buzzing there? Like
no fucking clue. It was like I don't know, bro. I can't lie to you. Like I had a couple homies from Chicago. So like they was like super supportive. Like you feel me? So it's like every time they talk to somebody, it's you heard this. You heard Food CEO Trayle song, or you heard dude or a motherfucker just play it, and then somebody be like, oh, who is that? So that's how the music really started catching on. Motherfuckers they'll just play it, and then somebody else will be like, oh, who is that? Like, oh, I want to, or motherfucker Shazaam the song, cause the Shazam's going crazy just cause like a motherfucker be trying to figure out who I am. So.
That's fire, man. Shout out to those guys. Those are some good homies to have, for real.
Hell yeah, they put me, they was like, my homies was putting me at the forefront of everything that they was doing. Like, you feel me? Like,
that's dope.
Didn't matter, like, when they was going to handle their business in the street, they'd call me to make sure if I need some shit. So, like, they don't want me doing that. Like, when I met them, like, they really ain't want me outside no more type shit. Like,
so they really believe in your music.
Like, really, cause really, like I wasn't dropping music to be a rapper to the world. Like you feel me? Like I had to always have my little select fans. So I always made money off of streams or whatever because I've been rapping for so long. So motherfuckers from this year just follow this year, or I drop, more fans come, like people passing around to they folks. Like, so I always like just drop music. So I made like a G off of like a couple songs, you feel me? After I had went to jail, I had dropped the project in 2017, then got locked up. And when I got out, it was like $1,000 on it. So I'm
that
like,
TuneCore be busting, man.
right. So I'm like, shit. If I make 1,000 songs, then
Yeah, it's
I
10,000.
made $1,000 out of 10 songs. What if you make 1,000 songs? So that's how I'm thinking of it. And then like with the OK Cool situation, it's just like, I mean, shit. I did the song in the studio. I wasn't really planning on dropping it, and then like somebody asked for the song in Chicago. Like somebody in Chicago asked for the song. So my homie asked me, he like, shit, can I send this song? I'm like, it wasn't gonna drop it, so I'm like, shit, go ahead, I don't give no fuck. So my brother done sent the song, and then like a week later, it's like, motherfuckers calling me like, send me that song you sent folks. Send me that song you sent. So I'm like, what song? Because any song that you hearing probably out, like, go listen.
What the fuck y'all talking about?
So they start saying, you ain't better than a perk, bitch. So then I started thinking in my head, like,
Stop right there, because that is the bar of bars.
Right.
That need to be inducted into the Bar Hall of Fame if there is one.
I got a crazy shit going on with that, like that whole song situation. Like,
who's like, all right, so who is this girl that inspired this song? Because that she really had to have pissed you off. Like, what happened? Like,
man, it wasn't. It's like, I don't even know how to really explain the situation. It's like, it wasn't even really a girl per se,
or girls.
Like,
it was just a bunch of girls or something.
Like, it's just like, you know how like, I mean, shit, somebody will make you mad, you just say fuck everybody. You feel me? Like, that's just what it was. It's one of them type situations. One person do something smart to piss you off, you just say fuck everybody. Then you just start like, if I start talking crazy right now and him right there, he gonna look at me like, oh shit, why he tripping right now? Like, you feel me? So, but if I'm recording and I'm saying that shit on the song, like, and I'm saying like, cause that I just started freestyling, and then I just started, cause the beat was already playing and everything, so I just started freestyling wild shit, and then I just started recording that shit, and I'm
what
looking.
was everyone's reaction in the studio when they heard that?
Like, cause the mic is out like how it is, like how we doing it, and the computer right here, so I'm recording right here, right, and everybody just gotta be quiet, so they hear everything I'm doing, they see everything I'm doing. So I'm just saying the words from the song, you doing all this extra, you stupid bitch, da-da-da. But I punch in bar for bar. So after every bar I look over, they like, oh, like, he finna start tripping. Like, you feel me? Like, he's saying some crazy shit on the song like that. Like, they facial expression is like, this shit finna be a crazy song. So, man, I got done with it and didn't like it. And somebody asked for it, so I sent it to him. I sent it because I didn't care about the song. I wasn't never gonna drop it.
That's like typical, because a lot of artists, like, their best
songs,
that's they don't care about it.
That's
you
every,
like this?
That's every song.
That's why it's good to have good management, team, A&R, whatever, like, so they can be like, no, nigga, this the one here.
But that's how it's like, really, the streets really chose the song, like, cause
or in your situation,
this is what happened. Like, somebody had called me, asked me for it. I think it was my homie Charlie, like, his name, Ugly Ass Trap on Instagram, follow him. But, so you feel me? It was Charlie, so he had to text me. So he like, send me that song everybody listening to, like, on some shit like, you been sending the song out, you ain't sent me no music. So send the song,
fire.
Send the song everybody talking about. So what song you talking about? So he say the lyrics, he like, you ain't better than a perk, bitch, da-da-da. So I'm like, what the fuck? What you talking about? So then he was like, yeah, that's the song I'm talking about. So I'm like, I only sent that song to one person. Like, so then after I got off the phone with him, it's like, I just started getting like, probably like 2 days passed. And during that little time frame from the phone call to the 2 days passing, I probably just started seeing motherfuckers posted on Instagram.
Did you go shoot the video? Like, how long till you shot the video?
It was a long ass fucking time. Like it was like this. Like, people started tagging me on Instagram with the song playing while they riding the car and shit. The same song that I ain't got on those platforms or nothing. So I'm thinking in my mind, like, I need to upload this shit right now because I'm finna get paid for this one fucking song. Like, that's all I'm thinking. Like, I ain't thinking like, I swear to God, like, I ain't thinking in my mind like, oh, you gonna drop this song, you gonna be big, like this shit, you finna start doing all this shit off this one. I'm not thinking that in my mind. I'm thinking, you finna drop this song because if they already begging for it from a nigga phone, they gonna definitely go to Apple Music and go get
Stream
it.
the fuck out
you
of
feel
it.
me?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck it. I need to put this song on Apple Music and all
that song's off the
DSPs.
Halloween series, right?
Not even like
You have to add it on it.
I just put it on there because like it's like some finesse shit I explained to you behind off the camera.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me? But
But
you know,
okay, the Halloween series, right? Like, how did you come up with that? Is like Halloween like your favorite holiday, or you was watching like the movie? Like, how did you come up with that series?
I don't know. I just always feel different around Halloween. Like Halloween,
Feel like your true self?
like for sure, like hanging with us on Halloween is like a scary movie. You feel me? Like, like any other, like just like a typical day with us, like when shit really be going on, it's like a scary movie. You never know what'll happen at any given moment. Like your shit be cool, but it's like, all right, this shit might happen over here. You might pull around here. This shit might happen. Like all bad shit, just like a fucking movie. So it's like, Happy Halloween is just like some shit that I started a long time ago. That just it started off as a project. I had just wanted to make it significant. I felt like I had the right amount of dark ass songs to drop for Halloween, like around that time frame, the fall, the dark, all that shit, the darkness and all that. Like them deep voice ass songs and shit, you feel me? So,
Yeah. Even Demons. Like,
right, like slow tempo shit like that.
Demons
That
is-
motherfuckers
that-
can just like trance type slow shit that you hear and you be like oh, like songs that put you in a different mood. Like if you get mad and you listen to this song, you probably damn near gonna hurt somebody. You feel what I'm saying? Like that type shit. So I felt like I had wanted to drop a project, so I just named it Happy Halloween, and then like
It just took off.
it just started coming like every time Halloween roll around, somebody asked me like, "You gonna do another Happy Halloween?" And
So you
I'm
dropped these on Halloween.
like, these dropped on Halloween.
I like that. That's
Right.
fire. Demons.
Right.
It's fucking. Everyone loves OK Cool. I love OK Cool, but Demons is hard to me. That definitely stood out to me. The
I
beat on
think
that is crazy.
Demons is the
It's on the newest project, right?
Demons is the song. Demons is the song that I would have chose before OK Cool.
Really?
Right. Right. If somebody would have said you got a choice to put out a song and it's gonna be a big song, I'd have chose Demons. If them
Why is that?
If them was my only two choices, because it's like
It's hard though. The beat on that is crazy.
I never really thought that OK Cool would be a song that's doing what it's doing. So it's like, for me, it's like that's a playful song. Like that's some shit. I can do that. You want songs like that? I can do that shit in 5 minutes. Like we can go in the studio right now. I can tell you what happened in my day, some raw ass weight, and it'll be a raw ass song. That's what you want. But I feel like sometimes I just get high. I was just being finicky. You feel me? I get high, be in my feelings, pop these perks. I be like, nigga, I be putting thought into some of these other songs.
Yeah.
But this is what you want to listen to. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'd have chose Demons over OK Cool, but I appreciate OK Cool. You feel me?
I feel that. Yeah. What do you look for when like selecting a beat, whether you're in the studio or getting a beat pack? Because that beat on Demons is crazy, and your beat selection to me is very,
the beat
very
gotta
good.
talk. Like it gotta talk before I'm already talking on it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
So the melody or the 808s gotta talk.
all
Everything.
that in one. Like the beat, that like any song you ever heard me rap on, I've never wrote the rap to that song. So
The song's writing the rest.
the song is basically writing the rap. Like if like the beat tell me what to say and how to go with my shit and what words fit with this and what words fit with like. It's just the beat. That's why I don't write. I do that shit in the studio. Then I get on the mic and just record. Like,
Damn, that's fire.
Right.
That's fucking fire, man.
yeah.
How is like moving to Atlanta influenced, your music and your career? Being that you're from New York and you got this
I ain't
traditional.
gonna lie, bro. Like a lot of niggas don't be trying to acknowledge a lot of the shit that Atlanta do. Like,
for you.
Atlanta at the forefront of a lot of shit.
For sure. 100%.
A lot of motherfuckers out here sound like they from Atlanta and they be from right here in these LA hills. Like, you feel me? So it's like
100%.
motherfuckers be all in New York.
Sound like they from Atlanta.
Sound like they from Atlanta, you feel me? That's how a lot of niggas get on. But I just felt like, nigga, when I came to Atlanta, nigga, I was in Atlanta. Like, it wasn't, I had already just left Alabama, so I was already country. So it's like, ain't nothing you could tell me. Like, I'm finna come out here and I'm finna get one of these blocks, and one of these blocks gonna be mine. And however you wanna do it, I claim this block. This is my block. Cause I was a kid when I came, like, I was like 16, 17 when I moved to Atlanta. I was 12, 13 when I moved to Alabama. So it's like in Alabama, I seen what it's like to like see people with their shit together and people that done been in their house for a long time, and like, cause that's how Alabama is. Like Birmingham, that's how Birmingham is. Like people in Birmingham, they been growed up in their house their whole life. Like they grandma be in this house. Like they lived here their whole time. They done went to kindergarten from this house to high school. Like their mama died and left from the house, that type shit. So it's like
a lot of
me
roots.
coming from New York and apartments and moving around and all this, going from this borough to that borough to this borough to that borough. Then it's like coming somewhere where you just stable. It just slowed a lot of shit down for me. And then when I came to Atlanta, it was like the perfect cross between Atlanta and between Alabama and New York, cause it's fast paced, a lot of money around like New York, but it's like slow, still kind of like Alabama. So it's like it was easy for me to just lock in and just treat it like my own.
I feel that. That's fire.
And they really just like people might think it's like a bad thing how I say it. Like, it ain't no bad thing, man. Like, in Atlanta, everybody think they somebody. So it's like,
I heard you say that in another interview.
right, like everybody, like, but a lot of people took it the wrong way. Like, I ain't saying it like, oh, you can't get it off in Atlanta because everybody think they somebody. I'm saying it like, you really got to be special out there to really have some shit going on, right? Because that's what I'm saying. Like,
a lot of stars
if
out
you
there.
can go anywhere and turn around and go to a studio and you'll hear a raw ass song. Like, it's a lot of hidden talent in Atlanta, a lot of underground niggas that's booking out these studios for weeks at a time and
scratch the surface.
Right, straight up, and they just like, and it just like the other day, like I had rode a jet, like I took a jet to LA, and that was my first jet ride, so it fucked my head up.
Congrats,
like,
I need to do that.
Looking
too.
at my little, like I got like 35,000 followers on Instagram, and this nigga's like with 500,000 followers that ain't doing the shit that I'm doing. Like, you feel me? Just cause I'm just keeping the shit going.
So you were with the Slimes on that jet.
Right.
How did you, how did you meet Thug and everything?
I don't know, man. He just like, I met Slime through Booka and Taurus, really. Like
Taurus, which is
Taurus
Gunna's
is
DJ.
Gunna DJ, but I knew Taurus through hold on, it is out real fast. Yeah, you see the garage open with the Tesla. You see the garage open with the gray Tesla. Yeah, we right there. Come to that though. You can tell Corey to go down there and get little bro now. But yeah. So you were saying
Thug.
how
Your introduction, to Thug. and YSL
yeah, Taurus
Slime.
and Booka. Taurus, I knew Taurus for a long time. Taurus didn't used to make beats. He used to be just gonna DJ. So he had started making beats at my homie Uno crib, and I was fucking with Uno trying to do something with Rocco. You feel me? Uno is Rocco's son, Rocco the Don. You feel me?
Yeah.
So we used to just be locked in over there at that studio like all the time, and Taurus would get off the road with Gunna, and he'll come over there and he'll make beats all night and shit, and then when it's time to go back on the road, Gunna, he'll leave. But every time he left and came back, I was always still there. Like, I'd just be in the studio recording myself, rapping and shit, like, all the time. So, like, Taurus had told me, like, I was in the looking at my following and, like, just plays off SoundCloud and YouTube and Apple Music and shit, and I had a lot of them from Chicago. So, Taurus was like, man, you need to. I And I was in communication with G Herbo at the time too. So it was like I was talking to Molly and them, Main Ski and them, like we was gonna put some business together. So Taurus was like, shit, go to Chicago and fuck with her because he was with Gunna. And from being with Gunna, he already had a small little relationship with them or whatever. So he was like, yeah, they cool people. You need to go try to fuck with them and lock in with them because they look like they'll be willing to be on go now for you than other people may be because they already rolling. So I went to Chicago and shit. I went to Chicago and really that's it. Like, I'm here now. Like, from Chicago is what did it.
So who played the music for Thug? Was it like Gunna or?
I played it for Thug.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
After going around?
Yeah.
Okay.
I went in there and did that. Like, I mean, shit,
What was his initial reaction when he first heard your music?
So it's like, cause it's like, that's shit like that always be like scary, you know? Like you don't know, you don't know what people can say. Like you don't know how another nigga gonna take it. You don't know, like, and plus, like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Like, if you playing your music for Slime and you think he don't like your music, that's damn not gonna hurt your feelings.
For
like,
sure can hurt your feelings.
Man, Thug don't like my song, man. Like, you feel me? Like, so it's like, I walked in, I had met them at this little, not Slime, but Gunna, Duke, Taurus, Booka. I had met them at this little restaurant in Atlanta, and I had ended up walking in, and they had ended up being in us. So I had went back there, we chopped it up, whatever, ate the food, whatever. But then Gunna was like, shit, man, we going to the studio after this. Shit, come to the studio. So, like, you feel me? Like, they left, and then I left, and then I had left the restaurant first and went to the crib, and then they had done motherfucking went to the studio, and then like how I am, I'm real like finicky, you feel me? So I ain't gonna chase no shit, like, you feel me? But I had Booka had done already text me the address to the studio and everything, so I had them gave it a little time basically, and then like they had done called me again, like, what you got going on? Pull up to the studio. But Taurus and Booka was already fans of my music anyways, because I used to play music for Taurus at Rocco House, and then Taurus, I used to just always send Taurus music because I didn't really give a fuck. Like, you feel me? That's my homie, so I send him everything I make. And he was playing it for Booka, so Booka ended up, like, he just started, like, clinging on to it, like, loving the music and shit. So Booka called me again. He like, man, come to the studio, man. We waiting on you. So shit, you get to the studio, like, it's a big ass room, like, it's like 30 niggas in there, like,
slime everybody.
Right, like, it's like 30 niggas, like, that I seen at the Texaco, niggas out in the back door, shit with, niggas out in the scene, like, outside, niggas, all kind of shit. It's niggas everywhere, like, you gotta be comfortable, like, you just gotta be one of them niggas, like, you feel me? And
did you guys like get on a song after that? Like,
yeah,
that
like
night?
Right after that, like,
you played one song and got on a song.
It wasn't even like one song. It was just like, it was just
crazy.
like we was kicking it, like, and then I was chilling there for a minute, and then he just looked at me. He was like, "Hook up to the aux line," like, just that simple. Like, he just like, "Hook up to the aux line." So I just hooked it up, and then I just started playing songs. Like, I just started going down the songs that I like, and then like I turn around and look at niggas in the studio, and they be turned up to it, and then like,
yeah, I saw a video of everyone in the studio going crazy
like,
as
couple
shit.
motherfuckers, they are like Taurus and Booka, them G Money, they already know the song, so they'll be singing it, and then like Slime be doing my ad libs and shit. Then you got Gunna, like, he be, cause Gunna like, they dance a lot, like they like to dance, so they be moving their hands and shit like that. So when they get to doing that shit, you know they
that's
fucking
crazy.
Like,
that's such an amazing
when you hear
feeling.
Slime, when you hear your song playing and Slime listening to that shit with you, he like, let's go. Like, he doing your ad libs and doing ad libs and shit. He fuck with that shit. So
that's
shit,
fire.
ever since that one day, it's just like, I was playing a song and he was just like, what you want? Shit. And I was just like, shit.
Did you already have like a verse open, or you cooked up from scratch?
Nah, like, we just did it. Like, bro, them niggas, like, they just like, they move different, bro. Like, it's like, after I play the music, like, we just locked in from there. Like, so we sitting there chilling, boom. So next thing you know, like, Weezy walk in and Turbo and them. Like, so now they finna rap too. So I'm still sitting right there. So they just start making hooks, doing hooks. So every time they get up from the chair, they look at me like, what you wanna do? Like, you feel me? Like on some players in there, just shit. What you wanna do? Like, you
get in there,
get on that. Like, let's do it. So every time they look at me, shit, I jump on the motherfucking song, and then that's just what it is. It been like that since the first day. They work quick like me. I work quick like them. We come up with the verses and songs quick as hell. We do them, knock them out, play them bitches all night. Like that shit hard, really. That shit like no limit. Like how they say all them rooms and niggas just be recording
the
out
snake
every
pit.
room.
Yeah, I heard stories about
the
snake
real
pit.
snake pit. It's the real snake pit.
The ecosystem, man.
You gotta know. You gotta have a real work ethic to even be around them folks. Them folks work like I work rap in this room, then I got motherfuckers coming from this room, Key, then Key to go have a session at another studio. I pull up on Key at this studio, knock a couple songs out, on phone, go in there, knock a couple songs out, Duke, knock a couple songs out, go in there with Gunna, me, him, and Slime, do a couple songs, like play a song with Slime, and I'm sitting there, Slime, like, yo, put you on the song. I just told him, like, he just tried to put me on the song, like, hopefully he dropped this shit on the tape, but he just tried to put me on the song, and I had to tell him no, like,
because you're on too many songs?
No, it's not even that I'm on 20 songs. Like, the song's so hard, it's like, I didn't want to get on it. I'm like,
why, man? Don't do that.
Cause, bro, it's like, the way it come on is the way it come on, the way it go off. It's supposed to go off like that. It ain't supposed to.
Oh, so you're saying they don't need you at all?
No, hell no. Fuck that. Okay. They don't even need me. That shit, you're not supposed to extend that song or nothing like that. Like, it's just supposed to be how it is. So he was just like,
truth,
and then he started saying shit
man.
like, he started saying shit like, yeah, I'm gonna take my verse off. So I'm like, man, hell no. Like, I'm not gonna do it if you do that. Like, so he like, well, just put a verse on the end there. I'm man, Slime, this is a great fucking song. Like, I can't do that. Like, I don't even want to rap on this. Like, this shit just sound like how it's supposed to be. Like, you feel me?
That's super.
Right. Cause that shit hard, bro. Like, just being around them niggas and working with them niggas and just to like, mind you, I wasn't just fucking with nobody. Like, you feel me? Nobody but my folks and the little people that I had built relationships with, but nobody that was really like super already up there and like super genuine like how them niggas is. Like, man, them niggas like gonna drop a song right now, that shit go top of the Billboard. Like, you feel me?
It's a big
like
platform.
For them to just let me jump on any song I want to and just walk in right now and, hey, man, I got to get on that, and they open it up for me like that.
You for sure put your work in too, because you've been at this for like 13 years.
Nah, for sure, but it's like,
so it's your Rocky moment. You're on the steps right now.
It's like
I'm knocking
that shit out for sure, and that's what I'm doing. Like, every song, I'm walking on every song, and they love that shit. So it's like, we be in the studio having fun. Like, that shit just a whole fun.
So with all that being said, like, are you signed to YSL, or are you going to sign?
I mean,
are there talks for it?
I don't know, man. That shit just up in the air, man. That shit just
okay. I respect that.
It's that's family regardless. Like,
you slime regardless, whether it's on paperwork or not.
Whether it's on paper or not, like, I kill for them, like, just like I do for my little brother. Like, it's the same shit.
I would kill for some Spider.
Right, like, nah, it's not even that. Like, it's like, bro, just imagine, like,
give me some.
You do our generation, right? So just imagine, like, you on your way now. You feel me? You doing you on your way. You moving, shit moving for you. But just imagine if Vogue or some shit, like, or a big ass fucking platform that you really just look up to, and they just like, and when you walk through the door, it's like, they catering to everything you need. Like, they showing you real love. Like, man, your mom on the phone with you. They talking to your mom on the phone. They talking to your son on the phone. Like, they like, ask for anything, like, you sleep, you could, like, he take me, like, it's just like a real family oriented vibe. Like, you feel me? It
seems like it built off loyalty, man.
Right. And then it's like, over there, like, ain't nobody better than nobody. Like, you feel me? Like,
okay,
you could rap like this, or you could rap like this. Like, he still like that shit. Like, it's like they love all the same, and it's like, once Spider give you the love, it's like, it's no choice.
It's universal,
like,
yeah.
Then it's like, then it's like, it's not just Spider. It's like, I got Spider, Gunna. Then it's like
Weezy.
Like everybody that really like mean something. Key, like everybody on phone, like the real main members of YSL is like they fuck with me. Like any member of YSL, like you can name a member of YSL right now, and if you know one of their songs, I got a song with them.
Yeah. No, you was playing some fun.
Right.
You was playing
like,
some shit before
so
all this.
Like,
you was playing some shit before this.
Hopefully I'm on it. Like if I don't like. We was already
regardless, stuff's
yesterday,
gonna come out. Regardless,
like, that's right.
Which
so
I'm getting,
like,
which is what I'm getting, and I've seen you on everyone's story. I've seen them turning up to your music, which is really dope. And they're very tight knit people, and they don't really let a lot of people come around like that. So that's a really good sign for you and your future, and everything.
And they like, bro, they shit crazy, bro. It's like you could be sending that motherfucker anybody and walk in that motherfucker. Like I was chilling that motherfucker last night. Roddy Rebel walked in that motherfucker like. A whole bunch of niggas and shit. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's a good place to be because you'll never know who you'll run into. Like, I'm supposed to be at a video shoot right now with, I believe, like, one of the biggest. You feel me? So.
Well, he's going to go after this, guys. I won't keep him from his blessings. I'm just playing. Your new album, what can you tell us about it as far as who's producing on it? Features, maybe the name.
It's definitely gonna have something to do with Big Back Though.
Big Bando.
Big Back Though. That's all I.
Big Back Though.
Definitely gonna. I only talk about a certain little couple of shits in my song.
Weezy's on there. Who's on there? Who's producing on there, man?
I don't know, man.
I saw you and Weezy in the studio.
I mean, shit. Me and Weezy got some shit. Weezy got shit. Me and Turbo got some shit. Me and Taurus got some shit, but it's like, shit, I'm finna, like, I don't know, bro. It's like, your hit is like the right collection of songs. Like, you'll know it, and when I put it out, you're gonna listen to it, and you're gonna be like, I know why he put these songs out.
With you, like, is this the most confident you've ever been in your career with, like, you know?
Oh, for sure.
So this album's gonna be the best.
I ain't gonna say that, but for sure. Cause I still listen to old music that's out. Like I feel like this song better than this song, and this song better than this song. So you might feel like, you might say this album is one of the best albums I put out, but I just might be like, I just felt like the world needed to hit them 10 songs, 12 songs, or whatever. Like, you feel me?
I feel that. So on some crazy shit, you got shot. Speaking of even 50 Cent earlier, we talk about him in this interview. You got shot like 7 times, I think, right?
Yeah.
How have you been dealing with that, like, to this day? Like,
Percocet.
Oh my God.
And weed. Slat.
Oh my God.
Man, you just gotta, after you get shot, any amount of times, man, you start thinking different. You don't want to be in the same amount of situations, you feel me? But the kicker for me is, when I got shot, a nigga came to my house. Yeah. You feel me? So it's like, as opposed to somebody getting shot out on the street, and then you be like, oh, I got shot over here, I ain't going over there no more. You feel me?
Where did you get shot?
I got shot by my lower body. Like, my stomach was split open, my legs split open on both sides. Like, there's a whole bunch of shit. Like, but as opposed to you getting shot outside on this side of the town, and you be like, oh, I ain't going over there no more, I got shot, or some shit like that. Like, I got shot in my house, so it's like, now it's just like, it's different. So I get
a little paranoid.
Like, you feel me? Yeah, I get more shit.
I feel that.
Like a gated community or some shit like that. You know?
Shit's a motherfucker. I've never been shot, but paranoia is a motherfucker. Right. It's a motherfucker, man. What motivates you every day? I know you have a son and everything. Like, what's your motivation?
To be honest, the motivation now, at this point right now, the motivation is because, like, bro, I done really came too far, bro. Like, like, I done had real days where a nigga didn't have nothing else but this. Like, if I don't rap, bro, like, I ain't finna be able to go be no teacher. Like,
did you ever have like another job?
No.
Okay.
Not ever. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did little shit for little money. Like, my homie he used to do construction. So when I needed some little money, I used to go do that with him. Get paid. You used to get paid every day, like $400-500 every day. So I used to go do that with him. But as far as me, like, really just having a job, no, man. I never had no job. So I always knew, like, there's nothing you can do. Like, I got shot, so I ain't finna be up all, you feel me, heavy
Cracking out.
lifting
Yeah, I
you
hear
feel me,
that.
on some other shit, or
Hell no.
like, you know, so it's like,
You need something stronger than Percocet after that.
right. So, hell nah, I ain't ever had no job, so
This
I
is
just,
it.
right, I don't know, always had in my mind, like, this it. So, my motivation now is knowing that, like, you done got yourself, like, because really, bro, I ain't had no help for real. So, it's like, just knowing, like, you just wake up every day. You know how niggas do the calendar changes, like they take a picture every day for a year, and then at the end they put all the pictures together, and then you see them they whole year in 365 pictures. It's like waking up every day and seeing your surrounding different, or you wake up, you go to sleep now and there wasn't no money right there. You wake up tomorrow, it's hella money right there. Like, or you look outside the next day, it's a new car there. You wake up the next day and you got a house over here. So like, it's just like shit going how I expected it to go without me even knowing how it's gonna go. Like,
that sounds like progress over perfection.
Right, you feel me? It's going greater than what I expected to do. So all I know is shit, just stay consistent how I've been doing it. I'm gonna keep going up how I've been going up. Shit.
I like that, man.
Right.
I like that. Management, the homies, Val, Blackwood. How'd you meet these guys?
Man, I do Val for a minute though, but we never really spoke like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we never really spoke, and to be honest, I think he said something to me about doing some work. But one day I had came to LA, so I came to LA. I met him and Corey through Warhol.
Shout out Warhol.
And Warhol scene, I had a lot of shit going on. You feel me? And he seen I ain't had no management, so I wasn't gonna say nothing because they was managing him. But shit, they pulled me to the side one day and was just like on some shit like, man, Warhol said you got a lot going on that we might be able to help you with. Would you like our help? I asked what they wanted as a percentage. They told me, and then I said, okay.
Let's get it. I like that.
Right.
You're in good hands,
You
man.
feel me?
Very good hands. Those are homies. They go crazy.
Right. So.
You and Jetson, another homie.
Right.
What's up with this project, man? He told little murmurs here that there might be a project with you and the good old Jetsonmade.
Yeah, murmurs. That was all you got.
Just little murmurs.
Shit.
It's really just Jetson replying to, "What should we ask you on the story?"
So Jetson said that. So there you go. That's how you know a tape coming.
I can't wait to hear that. That's gonna be
if
fun.
Jetson just came and asked you, tell him to ask about when that tape coming, then Jetson.
Okay, so this is a Jetson question. Y'all go ask Jetson. All right, bet. What we usually do this and everything to close it out. What's your message for our generation?
The message for our generation.
Your generation.
Yeah.
What advice you got for the world, my boy?
Huh?
What advice you got for the world? What do you want to tell niggas?
I want to tell niggas that, I mean, shit, I ain't got to tell niggas shit. Nigga know what's going on with me. Sure. Business still banging bees. Long live LA, long live folks now, you know, free folks now. You know, I mean, shit. 1080 the company, Slat. That's all you really need to know.
All right, man.
1080 Slat, C4.
That's all you guys need to know. Thank you, my boy.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.